Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2021-22 school year and the Georgia Department of Education Community for Music Technology. I hope you have found the right place and are somehow involved in teaching music technology and are excited about sharing what you know and what you do with other people around our state. So, today, as we begin our work together this school year, I know some people have already been back in school for like 5 or 6 weeks. Some people have only been back in school a couple weeks. But I really wanted to get started with the school year on the idea of what is community with what we do. So, we call ourselves the community for music technology, but what does that really mean? What does that actually do for us? What is community? Well, two things that I found quickly about community were that it is a group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common. Hmm. That sounds like you and I. We're a group of people that live in the same place, Georgia, the state of Georgia. And we have something in common. We all teach music technology, or at least we work with, in some way, shape, or form, students on a music technology front. It also means a feeling of fellowship with others as a result of sharing common attitudes, interests, and goals. I hope that describes us as well. We have a feeling of togetherness that comes with working with each other. We have the shared goal of wanting to make music technology the best thing that possibly can be for students in the state of Georgia. We definitely share an interest, and that's music technology, and hopefully the attitude that we want to be as good at our jobs as we possibly can. So, I think those two definitions of community really are important for us to agree upon that's what we are. And this process that we're going through with the Department of Education is only beneficial if we can consider ourselves as members of a community that is defined in this way. So, I really hope that by joining this group, you're ready to have fellowship with other teachers around the state of Georgia and be able to share what you know about teaching your subject and how that can help influence me and other teachers around the state as well. So, why is community important? Well, there may not be a time in history where community feels quite any more important than it does right now. You know, there's been some difficult times that we have lived through and taught through in the past couple of years. And for many of us, those difficult times are not going away at all. So I think it's important for us to be able to share the idea of community for a lot of different reasons. And I think community can be important to us for a lot of different reasons. And I just want to kind of go into those things. So, why is community important? Well, one, it's the idea of support, that we are here to support one another. Being part of a community enables us to give support to other members as well as be supported by other members. With so many things going on in life, it's nice to know that our struggles are not struggles that we face alone, but maybe they're struggles that other people have felt as well. And maybe they have found a solution for those struggles that I haven't or that you haven't. And by sharing those solutions, we can all make each other's life better. It's really nice to feel like there's a place to have support. You know, one of the things I think about with music technology quite often is where we've come in the past 10 years. You know, I started my career as a band director, did that for many years before moving to music technology full time. There are lots of band directors out there in the world that I had to lean on and get advice from. There were not many music technology teachers and still aren't many music technology teachers compared to band directors when you think about it. So having a group of people that are experiencing the same thing is really important for that support piece. Additionally, look where we've come as a subject matter. It wasn't that long ago that music technology really only meant taking the time to arrange loops together, blend volumes, and cut a track open. That's all it was. There was no like real music teaching happening in very many music technology programs. But thanks to your efforts here in the state of Georgia, this thing is really coming along a long way. I really feel like we are teaching students music using technology as their instrument. And I think that is so key and vital that we are pursuing excellence in the way we teach this subject matter so that students leave us with a knowledge about what music really is. And for me, I know I've relied on many of you throughout this, and you've supported me in being able to get to where I am today. And I want to be able to support you and support others. And I think that also has to do a lot with influence. When you are involved in a community, participation becomes empowering. When you find out that other people are doing what you do and it's making a difference in other students' lives and other communities, then that begins to increase your feeling of empowerment, which is always a good thing when we're talking about education, because you want to feel like you belong and you're part of something that's special. Sharing is a big part of what we do, and I think it is essential and maybe one of the things that we as a community are hopefully going to be able to build on in this coming year. Sharing stimulates innovation and growth. I share with you guys hopefully 2 to 3 times a month about things that I'm doing, but I really hope that you will share with me about things that you are doing. As we go through these next 9 months together of the school year, I hope that you guys cause me to have tons of new ideas simply because you're sharing about your benefit and your community that you have and how you've developed. And that should help me in my community too. So I'm really excited about that. Reinforcement. This can be a super effective learning tool to encourage the right kind of teaching. Maybe you're new to this and you've never done anything like this before, teaching music technology, and just knowing that other people are doing it the same way you are, and that might give you a sense of strength and encouragement that you need to build upon what you're doing. And finally, 3 others: connection, an open bond, and new connections that can build. I know last year, as we started this, I was able to get to know lots of people outside of my county here that I teach in, and that was really important. It's important to me to know that there are other people in the state that are striving to be good at teaching music technology, but not striving. Some of you are absolutely amazing, and that was such a cool connection to make, that this thing is growing and succeeding all over our state. I think we have a tremendous opportunity in front of us as far as being in the state of Georgia or Hollywood of the East Coast, and being able to develop this new type of music teaching. So I'm super excited about the connections that we can make and share all across the state. Learning and resources. This may be one of the biggest things outside of sharing, is that we can give each other resources. The internet is full of stuff, and I don't have time in my day to scour every end of the internet to be able to find the best resource for every topic. So I'm hoping that we can use our collective group learning and resource finding to be able to share new and valuable ideas. And finally, passion. We need an outlet to talk to other people who are passionate about the same thing that we are. So maybe it doesn't have to be in the most pedagogical form, but we can have discussions with one another through the community that just share our passions for what we do and the subject that we're out there teaching each and every day. It doesn't necessarily have to reveal some magical new platform that for education that spawns the latest, greatest idea. No, sometimes we can just share projects that students have made with each other, or share things that we've made for ourselves sometimes, and just be like, hey, this is something I'm really passionate about. I've used my skills in music technology. So I'm hoping we can kind of generate that with one another as we work together across the entire state. So remember, as we're all part of this together, our strengths may be someone else's weakness, and that's the joy of our community. We want to be able to get out there and share our strengths to help others and use our weaknesses to learn from others. And I'm really excited about that opportunity in this coming year. So, why is all of this important? The vision for this community is to create a space where music technology teachers can learn, share, and grow through interactions with one another in order to advance the art of music education. That's it. That's what we seek to do. And I'm really excited that we're going to be able to do all of that together. In the coming weeks, I'm going to show you a little bit more about how to use the actual space here that is the music technology community on the GaDOE website. So I hope you'll be looking for that to really gain a better understanding of what's available to you and how we can leverage that to make the most of our community. Thanks, and have a fantastic day.